Ladies and gentlemen, this is not what you're prepared for. Everyone is aware of Ripple's legal victory over the SEC. The moment we've been anticipating for years has finally arrived. However, the cost hasn't gone up. Many begin to worry, but their worries were unfounded. In an effort to get the investors their money back, the CEO of Ripple is currently battling the SEC. The price of XRP may rise to $21,354 or higher as a result of this optimistic indicator. Quite awesome, isn't it? You cannot afford to ignore the most bullish signal of all time. Immediately, let's get started. Disclaimer: the unexpected turn of the Ripple against SEC litigation has the XRP community humming with new life. Investors and legal experts are turning their attention to what many see to be the next natural step: restitution for XRP holders. Now that the SEC has formally dropped its investigation against Ripple, not just any restitution either, a whopping $500 billion settlement. XRP fans want answers when the dust settles. Leading the charge is the well-known Jimmy Valley, founder of Val Hill Capital, who claims that XRP investors suffered significant financial losses as a result of the SEC's activities. According to Valley, XRP's price trend might have mimicked Bitcoin's explosive surge if the SEC had not designated it as an unregistered security in 2020, perhaps raising the price of XRP above $10 per token. Rather, the lawsuit caused a 75% price fall, which hindered the asset's adoption and forced major exchanges to delist it. Elon Musk added his usual sense of humor when he tweeted, "This XRP news is huge. SEC has the ability to kick rocks." This opinion is held by many in the XRP community who think the harm caused by the SEC was deliberate. This annoyance was reaffirmed by well-known XRP supporter Jack the Rippler, who said he wanted the SEC to declare that they had abandoned the Ripple lawsuit, just like they had done with all of the other cases. More animosity has been stoked by the SEC's erratic position on crypto laws. Why did Ripple face a protracted legal struggle while Ethereum and other projects were given a clean pass? Holders of XRP think that institutional favoritism, overreaching regulations, and a last-ditch effort to dominate the direction of digital banking are the answers. The Crypto Justice Coalition of Jimmy Valley is leading the campaign to get 76,000 XRP holders, who were represented by John Deaton in the Ripple lawsuit, compensation. Instead of pursuing the case in federal courts, where prejudice against cryptocurrency companies is a well-known problem, Valley is looking into other legal options, including potentially speaking with regulators directly. The increasing demands for compensation have even raised the possibility of a settlement. According to one widely shared post by John F. Kennedy Jr., the SEC is prepared to disperse an astounding $500 billion to all holders of genuine XRP following the formal conclusion of the ICO process. When justice is served, holders of XRP will receive the appropriate compensation. The demand demonstrates the general dissatisfaction among XRP investors, even though this plan is still purely hypothetical. The reasoning is straightforward. Today, XRP's market value might have topped $500 billion if the SEC hadn't stepped in. Now that the legal fights are over, Ripple is getting ready to expand significantly in the United States. Now that the regulatory veil has cleared, CEO Brad Garlinghouse has publicly declared that Ripple would actively pursue expansion in the U.S. market. Bitcoin Barbie tweeted, "But what if I told you that the fight with the SEC was just the beginning?" In agreement with this idea. The full potential of XRP is just beginning to materialize, and the projected numbers will astound you. Growth to $10, that is insignificant in comparison to what might occur. Crypto experts are making astounding predictions about XRP's future, which is bigger than anyone could have ever dreamed. Thus, XRP has consistently drawn audacious forecasts, irrational conjecture, and unanticipated market surprises. The most recent error, which momentarily showed XRP at an incredible $21,354, has sparked contentious debates in the community once more. Some view it as an indication of XRP's unrealized potential, a window into a future in which the asset achieves hitherto unthinkable heights, while others dismiss it as just another technical glitch. This argument is not new. In a post that went viral, John Squire encapsulated the steadfast devotion of XRP holders, joking that XRP stays in their wallets with the mindset of, "I'm not leaving." Despite the world collapsing, markets collapsing, and personal life devolving into catastrophe, Many in the community think that XRP's true breakout is imminent, therefore the statement strikes a deep chord. Mnemonics reaffirmed this conviction with the straightforward yet impactful phrase, XRP, big pump is coming. Steph went one step further and boldly stated that XRP will easily pump 10 times from here. Then there are the more radical forecasts. While XRP Dragon said that $10,000 per XRP is unavoidable, CryptoGeek asserted that XRP holders are only 48 hours away from $110 per XRP. Even though these audacious forecasts excite investors, they are nonetheless speculative and frequently lack the hard market data to support them. This continuous conjecture is simply fueled by the pattern of price anomalies. The price problem that has affected XRP is not the first time it has happened. XRP has been momentarily featured at astronomical valuations on a number of platforms over the past year. TradingView previously listed it at $9,864, Binance at $5,791, and CoinMarketCap at $1,919. The town erupted in joy each time, rekindling debates on the likely future price of XRP. However, rather from being the outcome of actual price changes, these inaccuracies, no matter how fascinating, are nearly invariably the consequence of data feed issues, system problems, or liquidity disparities. Although these hiccups generate excitement, the truth is that market fundamentals determine XRP's actual worth. Its future course will ultimately depend on supply, demand, institutional adoption, and regulatory clarity. That cannot be altered by a technical glitch or a brief appearance of an exorbitant price. But it's evident that XRP's fervor is still stronger than ever. As a major participant in cross-border payments, Ripple keeps improving its financial connections. The likelihood of a large price increase increases significantly if adoption quickens and regulatory obstacles are removed. However, none of this will make sense if we don't explore Ripple's collaborations. Although the price projections are intriguing, it is XRP's strategic partnerships that are truly enabling it to reach new heights. Ripple's impact extends beyond the cryptocurrency space. The entire financial system is being subtly overtaken by it. Believe me, you won't want to ignore this important positive signal that comes from behind-the-scenes growth. Therefore, the widespread use of Ripple might drive the price of XRP to unprecedented levels, particularly as it continues to gain traction in the conventional finance industry. There is more to the growth of XRP than hype and conjecture. It focuses on practical use cases that address fundamental problems in the financial sector. Additionally, the foundation of this expansion is Ripple's strategic alliances. For instance, consider the recent remarks made by Brad Garlinghouse, speaking to the Swiss National Bank and the IMF on XRP's benefits over Bitcoin. The CEO of Ripple didn't mince words. Engineers who were aware of Bitcoin's shortcomings, particularly with regard to scalability, created XRP. He said that XRP is 1,000 times faster. Those are not just boasts. They are an essential component of XRP's distinctiveness. There are restrictions on the scalability, transaction speed, and cost of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. In contrast, XRP is designed to solve these issues, which makes it perfect for cross-border payments, which have proven to be a major obstacle for a lot of financial organizations. Let's examine the most recent advancements in Ripple's integration with the conventional financial infrastructure in relation to cross-border payments. The link between the SWIFT network and Ripple's blockchain technology is one important collaboration to take note of. The recently released Managed SWIFT service from EastNet has the ability to act as a bridge for Ripple's blockchain technology, according to a crypto researcher by the moniker of Smoke. By